blog, Annihilation says, and I will put the link in the video description, posted in January 2008. Title of it is Pity Party. She just behaved very badly. She had fought to get her way on something, but because she wasn't able to get her way, she had an adult version of a huge temper tantrum. Unfortunately for her, she had a witness to the scene, a witness not entirely under her power. She's in a jam because this person's opinion of her matters to her a great deal. Her usual tactic of having a rage just won't work in this situation. We must do something much more artful. This situation calls for the full-on wounded act. She gets her target alone with just her. Her voice quavers. She takes on the look of complete defeat. Copious tears, sighing and crying. She's angling for her target to agree with her that she has been treated unjustly. She's making a play for the heart, a calculated grab for pity, while explaining how unjust the treatment of her was. She looks tiny, pathetic, broken. She pretends to feel badly for the small little things she did wrong, while exaggerating and lying about how the other person reacted and treated her. The target feels their heart being wrenched in their chest with the desire to comfort her, even while they logically know that they just saw her being a complete spoiled brat and a bully. The target starts to feel confused by these conflicting realities. The desire to comfort the pitiable creature standing in front of the sociopath next door by Martha Stout, PhD. How can I tell whom not to trust? Is a question Mrs. Stout has often fielded from her patients. She asserts that one of the best clues that you may be dealing with someone who has an impaired or absent conscience is the pity play. Quote, the best clue is, of all things, the pity play. The most reliable sign, the most universal behavior of unscrupulous people is not directed, as one might imagine, at our fearfulness. It is perversely an appeal to our sympathy. More than admiration, more even than fear, pity from good people is carte blanche. When we pity, we are, at least for the moment, defenseless. You know this is true. How many times in the movies has this tactic been used by the evil villain? Innumerable. They are screaming at our TV screens, don't fall for that, as we see the camouflage evil villain lure in the good guy by appealing to the good guy's intact heart and conscience with a convincing act of being wounded, pitiable, defenseless. If the good guy believes the act, he is the one rendered defenseless. This allows the bad guy to kill him or make an escape. This scene happens over and over again in movies because we all recognize it to be a common tactic of evil people, and we all recognize the good guy's vulnerability to such a tactic. His decency is what sets him up for the fall. We find ourselves wishing that the good guy could be just a little less decent for a moment so he can avoid what we can see is coming, is annihilation. Do we have to lose our decency to ensure we don't fall for social rules? No, I don't think so. We just need to pay attention. Don't assume that anyone who seems pathetic and pitiable is automatically going to deserve your compassion or pity. Remember that giving sympathy to evildoers is no virtue. If you want your compassion to be virtuous, be sure to give it to the truly deserving. Stout gives us some guidance on how to decide who is trustworthy and who is deserving of our compassion. When deciding whom to trust, bear in mind that the combination of consistently bad or egregiously inadequate behavior with frequent plays for your pity is as close as a warning mark on a conscienceless person's forehead as you will ever be given. End of the quote. Quote, I am sure that if the devil existed, he would want us to feel very sorry for him. End of the quote. The Sociopath Next Door, page 109. The devil does exist. Boot his or her sorry ass out of your life. Thanks for listening. I will put the link in the video description, and this is written by Anna Valerius.